By now, I'm the president of Rwanda's parliamentarian forum with 6 women who are senator and 39 women who are deputy. We have a strategic plan to work together and make the whole parliament gender sensitive, and there is a goodwill. So through our strategic plan, we are developing also some training to make our whole parliamentarian gender sensitive with specific tools to analyze, to do gender analysis, even not only in budget, but also in different policies and in different law. So all committees, because we can't be, I can't be, and my colleague can't be in the whole committees. You can sometimes be there, but not every time. We have organized with the parliament, we have organized a seminar, a workshop on how to engender the parliament, and it is from that, from the recommendation of that workshop, we have built our strategic plan. We have begun to work through an action plan with our main axis of our strategic plan, and our main axis are: the first one is the capacity building of our forum and our members. The second one is gender in law, how to draft to be law gender sensitive. The third one is gender in the mission and the structure of parliament. And the fourth one is gender in budgeting and controlling governmental action. For Rwanda, we have a success in women in decision-making institution on the high level, and now we are going ahead for grassroots level on local government. I think next year, during the election, we will have parity, 50-50 on grassroots level. Also, we, as parliamentarian women, we are mobilizing the whole parliament and the whole population against violence, gender-based violence. We will do also a research to make policy, to make gender strategy against gender-based violence, and we will do a special law. So we are preparing a national conference to discuss our proposition of strategies and to share jobs. What can be done by the Ministry of Justice, what can be done by the policy services, what can be done by the Ministry of Gender and Social and Family Promotion, what can be by civil society, private sector, the cabinet of our government, and now by women in our forum, by the whole parliament. It is a multi-sectorial strategy. So we have to share our strategies, and maybe in doing feedback with our proposition, they will add over strategies to have a ownership of that issues and the ownership of the solution, strategic solution.
Women leaders, I think we have to do extra, because it's not given. I think everybody, for men, if a man is in a leadership position, it's a given. But if a woman is in a leadership position, you're always under scrutiny because it is like it is a surprise. Everybody is watching your next step to see where you sleep. So that means that women leaders are actually very strong because they're faced with the challenges of their role in a leadership position, but they are also faced with this situation of having to deal with these perception issues. So women leaders tend to be very strong, and in Rwanda in particular, I know that we have a history of very strong leadership among women. Women are also not the same. People have different personalities, different strengths, different weaknesses. But I think to a certain extent, women tend, maybe because of the mother instinct or whatever, they tend to be more perceptive of people's needs. One of the greatest times during my career is when I was elected president of Rwanda Women Leaders Caucus, an organization that brought together Rwandan women leaders from all walks of life, including political, civil society, business, and so on and so forth, to work together towards the development of our country. I enjoyed it very much, particularly the fact that I got to recognize the great potential that there is among Rwandan women. We worked a lot on all aspects of development, including reconciliation, including encouraging women to take positions of leadership. We worked very much on the constitution that was being drafted at that time and managed to get women to get together and speak as one voice in the summit during the preparation of the constitution. And I think to a certain extent that's what led to the guarantees that are enshrined, guarantees for gender equity and equality in, that are enshrined in our constitution. I have greatly enjoyed working with the women of Rwanda. We were with women from different religious background. For instance, we had Muslim women, and when it came to issues of being able to marry more than one wife, and these are issues that are very controversial. For instance, with Muslim women, because some believe that it is part of their religion, but we managed to get women all to speak with one voice, not to contradict each other when we got into the general summit assembly where everybody was meeting. Another thing that we managed to do was to make sure that women didn't bring in smaller issues, smaller points that might take from the bigger issues, the greater issues of equality and equity, because we could have been dispersed talking about smaller issues and not being emphatic enough on the greater issues.
In Rwandese education, when you are born, you are told not to speak when men are there. And when we grew up, women are told not to speak when men are there. So that's why you don't see women take the first place when they have to speak out. But that's what Rwanda Women Leaders Caucus is struggling for, is try to change that mentality, because the country, the leaders, the whole country, they want women to speak out today, to change the habits. And that's why we have to teach women. They could speak out, they could be having their voices heard. And I think you can already notice that it has started. Today, those men in a high position of leading the country, they understand more. Those in the middle and in the lower place, they have more difficulties to have women take the first place and speak out. But we go ahead teaching all of them that woman is equal to man. That's the most difficult thing, is to have them understand that women are equal to men. And I think it will take time, but it will come. The village men, these are very difficult to let women speak. Yeah, because even in any community meeting, during a wedding, at the church, only men will talk. And seeing now women talk, when I go to my village and I talk, they know me, they know I was a minister, I'm a senator, I can speak, I'm considered as a man. But if another woman gets up to talk, they say, hey, what about that one? What is she to talk? So it's something which is very difficult, but slowly, I think things will change.